Got some new fan art. Honestly, I'm running out of fan art now. 8 videos per month, an average of 6 pieces of artwork per video. I think I've shouted everybody out. If you've sent me artwork and you haven't seen your name pop up, then send it to me again on my Discord, in the Telltale fan art channel, so I don't miss it. So I talk to a lot of fans on Discord, and I hear a lot of stories that sound just like my story, where they get kicked out of their homes when they were very young, or they're in the process of getting kicked out. I feel like it sounds like a rare story to some people, like a unique situation. So I want to tell the story of one of my many fans who have told me a very similar story, to show you guys what it's like to leave this religion. It's read by Abyzab, or Infinities Bane. A link to her Twitch can be found in the description. Let's get into it.
I saw your videos on YouTube. I have recently been shunned by my family, too. I wanted to get the chance to talk to you, actually. I admire you a lot.
I'm glad I could do some good, and I'm glad you like my videos. And, I'm glad you're disfellowshipped. You should try to remember the day and throw a party every year. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Even having lost my family, I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't been disfellowshipped.
Yeah?
Yep.
I don't know what to say. Your video where you talked to Sean really resonated with me. There was a man who felt like a dad to me, named Robert. I felt like your words were mine to him. Fuck. How do you live life knowing you may never talk to them again? What is your meaning, Al?
My goal in life is to watch the Watchtower Society crumble at my feet. Metaphorically, of course. I do not stand for violence in any form. But my goal is to see the corporation go bankrupt and to get my daughter into Harvard University at any cost. When I left, I had to reassess everything I thought I knew. College is so important. You're going to college, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Not exactly planning on it.
You should change that. It is so important, and we were told it wasn't.
It's weird to hear those words. What about all the debt?
I'll take $50,000 in debt to make $200,000 per year any day.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to be. Are you an atheist?
I am. Now.
I honestly don't know what to believe. I've only been questioning 2 days.
Because Jehovah's Witnesses were so vehemently opposed to other religions. They hated them. They said Methodists were evil and wrong. Baptists were wrong. Catholics were wrong. So when I realized they were wrong too,
Yeah.
I just defaulted to atheist.
That's sort of where I think I'm hanging.
I don't actively think that God doesn't exist. It's possible he does, but I don't see evidence of it right now. So when I see some, I'll believe it.
I always end up getting brainwashed all over again, every convention, and I've already reserved stupid rooms this year. I literally found a note from last time before the convention that I had written that had said, "Please don't let them take me." It's so freaking horrifying how they change it.
Damn. Well, you aren't getting re-brainwashed this time, right?
I sure hope not, but it happens every year. I don't know what to do.
You can watch my Jehovah's Witness videos. Check out the John Cedars channel, he's really good. He's almost exclusively Jehovah's Witnesses. He does a really good video on 1914 and how we know that date is wrong.
It's just so easy to think the same. You kinda revealed a lot of info to me. That house was built, and about sexual abuse. I didn't know that it was so common. I haven't talked to my oldest brother in 2 years. He's disfellowshipped, but he's coming back.
Yeah, it's a big problem. I didn't know it was so common either. The root of the sex abuse problem is twofold. The two-witness rule and the Watchtower Society actively telling the elders not to call the police unless a crime has been established by the two-witness rule. Elders are deleted for calling the police. Still, they just deleted one for calling the police 6 months ago. It was all over the news in Ireland.
I heard about that. Wait, so, they're fining the Watchtower for sexual abuse records?
Oh yeah, $4,000 per day for 2 years now. They're in multiple millions now.
How do you have this information? If you don't mind. It's not registering in my brain. I know it's true, but I don't believe it or feel it yet, you know?
I understand. Let me see here. Got one thing you were looking for. There you go. That's it.
I may have questions. Thank you so much. You really don't know how much.
Anytime. Anything to help somebody find their way out.
So everything written in the, paragraphs about Padron and all that, it's all proven? Oh, wow, they sent letters to congregations about it. Wow! Like from congregation to congregation, like, hey, we're sending you a molester. What the fuck?
Yep, it was all proven. It was proven in the Court of Appeals, which is why they were told to turn over the names.
Is the New World Translation tainted?
Yes.
How do we know the New World Translation is wrong? Not trying to be defensive, but I just really want to know what I believe. Please don't be offended.
No, I'll never be offended at questions like that. Offense is taken, not given, and I don't take offense at practically anything. Because the Bible was written in a language that we know and can translate, and there are mistranslations all through it.
Can I ask you a question? Kind of serious, but at the end of the night, when you lay your head down to sleep, are you happy?
Incredibly. I couldn't be happier, honestly, because I feel like I'm doing real good in people's lives by helping them find their way out of this poison that completely fucked my life. Also, I make very good money because I realize that it isn't completely evil. Money is necessary, so I've poured my life into making enough money to send my daughter to Harvard. I work constantly, but the work I do accomplishes so much, and it's so worth it in the end.
My instincts say not to believe you, because you're worldly. Damn instincts.
I know. I had the same instincts. You'll come to see it for yourself. I don't need you to believe me.
I know, but I want to. It makes the most sense, but I can't imagine a world not the way Jehovah would have made it, you know. It's like reality is all wrong.
I do know. I was there too. And sometimes I find myself slipping into a similar mindset. Sometimes I find myself praying for no apparent reason, even though I don't believe in God and it serves no purpose for me. It was just programmed into me from such a young age, it comes out. So, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I prayed at lunch. I couldn't eat without doing it. I still pray at night. I don't know why. I can't imagine a God other than Jehovah.
I know some people who were raised without religion. In fact, there are some on Discord who grew up atheist. I talk to them on my podcast every now and then.
What do they think about Jehovah's Witnesses and Christianity?
The same thing you think about Mormonism.
Whoa. I'm looking through this document. The elders got informed about it all? Blue envelope? Oh, what the hell? I'm pretty sure Tim was an elder then. One of mine. He's really nice. Known him my whole life. Smart man.
I knew some very kind elders too. It wasn't their fault. They were just being told what to do. It's the Watchtower Society's fault.
I love talking to you because you know what it's like to be in this situation.
I definitely understand. I was in your exact position when I was 18. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, getting disfellowshipped. It was the catalyst that pushed me out the door.
It's weird to hear you talk about disfellowshipping in a good light.
What were you disfellowshipped for?
For living a double life. For about a year and a half. I dated a girl for 6 months, celebrated Halloween, snuck to dances, etc. No one had a clue. Oh, and the gay stuff. I was really into fandoms and sexting. I'll never forget. Jennifer, I know I've been asking you a lot of hard questions, but this is the last one. I just need you to be honest with me. At any point in these conversations where you and they were getting aroused, did you ever physically touch yourself? I'll also never forget when I was asked, are you worried about getting pregnant?
That's another messed up thing. They ask similar questions to little kids who are molested. Completely inappropriate questions for anybody.
It's so weird to talk to your childhood fatherly figure if you've masturbated. I told them no and they didn't believe me. Girls are different than guys. It was so humiliating. The worst part is I'm a minor, so my grandparents had to be there. I had to, in detail, tell them what we would roleplay. They told me, we need you to specifically give us an example. And I said to them, really? I already told you. Can't I just leave it at that? Tim knows. And they told me, no. We need a real example. Or a blunt explanation. The room went completely silent when I said, 2 guys having gay anal sex.
That is hilarious. It's so fucked up, though.
It wasn't then, though.
You don't need that shit.
I can remember being little and hearing a talk about what's okay and what's not okay in the bedroom. It was the Watchtower or something. They basically said anal and oral is bad. The only thing that is okay is a married couple. A man and a woman having traditional sex. It was awkward because I didn't realize that when I was talking to Tim about it, and he asked me, did anything occur out of the ordinary? And I said to him, what? Out of the ordinary? And he responded, immorality. Like anal. I must have made a shocked expression because I had no idea anal was apparently bad.
So many rules you have to follow. So many that you don't even know them all. It's nearly impossible.
Anyways, I've gotta go get ready for the meeting. Low-key only going because we always go to McDonald's after, but also I need a thank you for being so helpful. I'll catch you later. You're awesome. Hopefully today it's easier to see through the bullshit.
I'm sorry you have to go through this. I know it sucks. Just make it through the other side and it gets a lot better. Take it from me. I couldn't be happier.
I always thought that leaving the truth would make me depressed, and in a way it has, but I don't feel guilty for not doing Bible reading anymore and all that shit. Were you ever like a very faithful Jehovah's Witness? Pioneer or anything?
I was super faithful. Auxiliary pioneer, not regular pioneer. And yes, I know what you mean. It's disappointing to see smart people suckered into this. Really good people, some of them. And notice how you called it the truth. Is it the truth? Calling it that was a hard habit for me to break.
Wow, fuck them. I just told my grandparents I was interested in researching other religions. It did not go down well. I didn't expect the reaction that I got. My grandma said if I ever go to a church, not to come back home because I'd bring Satan's spirit.
Yep, they're horrified at the idea. Probably should have done that a little more gracefully.
Shit, I didn't expect that. They're telling me to move in with my mum. I just told them I was researching religions. Then told them I wanted to go to the Church of Christ place in town. They literally started yelling. They've never done that. My grandpa pissed me off. He was talking where he knew I could hear him, saying, we need to tell the elders that. It'll put a hold on our reinstatement. Ugh. Fuck them. Fuck my reinstatement. I told them I just wanted to be right and sure. My grandma kept asking why I can't just trust the Watchtower. I told her it's different when you see it yourself. It's easier to see through the manipulation. Now she's asking my brother how I reacted. What did you say when talked about researching other religions? I didn't say anything. You should have. You should have told her it's wrong. Oh shit. Jeff is telling her about the molester names from the court documents you sent me. They're talking about literally fucking kicking me out. Wow, I didn't think this would happen. They're all talking about me in the living room right now.
You know that happened to me, right? That same thing.
Yeah, I remember feeling bad for you. I thought, shit, that sucks, but my family would never do that. But I guess I was wrong.
They're brainwashed to the core. It's very sad.
Telltale shit. Shit, my Jehovah's Witness instincts are kicking in and telling me I'm in dangerous waters.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you know it's bullshit. You saw the court documents. You heard your grandparents scream at you out of fear of you hearing an opposing opinion. You know it isn't true.
Yes, but I'm scared. Everyone I trust believes it. What if I'm just wrong? My brother totally outed me on the names. I didn't expect that.
I remember thinking that too. Step away and look at the facts. Is it true? Are they correct?
What I do know is that I'm 60% sure there's a God, but this organization discourages independent thinking. They hide pedophiles and kick their kids out and shun people.
Would a loving God endorse an organization like that? A supremely good God?
No. Shit. I don't understand. What's the difference in researching religions and checking out a church? I want to believe in a God. As a matter of fact, I want to believe in Jehovah, but I don't think I can.
By going to their church, you're taking part in a different form of worship, according to them. Though you aren't, you're just going there. They want to discourage people from seeing other points of view. I can't believe in Jehovah either. I would love to believe in God. I just can't.
I don't understand. I can't believe that just happened.
I'm surprised you didn't expect it.
I feel so self-centered. I should have expected this. Why did I think I'd be special? Oh my god, she's talking to the elders right now. Fuck her, Telltale. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to stay and be on the low or go. I've only been talking and thinking about this for about a week now.
I would suggest you pretend. Act like you believe it, if it's possible. As long as you need, until you can get out safely. But there will come a time when you can't hide it anymore, and you should start preparing for that. Plan to go to college. Plan to get a dorm. Plan out everything.
I can hear her. She's saying, obviously karma. Okay, I won't approach her with it right now because I don't want her to be upset, but I will. She was probably talking to Brother Smith or Tim. Both of them were awesome people.
What do you think she was told to do?
I don't know. What do you think?
She was probably told to give you an ultimatum. Either move out or stop asking questions. Either that or just told to make you move out. That's my suspicion.
She told me I'm too beautiful and kind to be out there. I'm really wondering what that elder told her to do. Thank you for your help. I think I'm gonna try to take a nap or something. I'll be back later on. Thank you again.
At this point, about 10 minutes into the conversation passed as I thought about the whole situation. It's extremely similar to what I went through. She had a faux sense of security, like her family cared about her, like they would never do what they did to me, but it wasn't long before that sense of security was shattered.
Well, I definitely didn't get that nap before my grandma came back in. She told me a lot of things. It's all sort of jumbled. She told me that Armageddon might come, and I told her I'd be no amount safer in the hall or in a church because I am merely going through the motions. I asked her who she called. It was Tim. Anyway, he suggested I read... which book was it? Mankind's Search for God? Of course, a Jehovah's Witness publication. She told me to start asking Tim and Mum if I could live with them. Your only options are Tim, your mum, or your dad, and I know you don't want to live with your dad. The way she said it was like a fucking threat. So I said, am I kicked out or not? And she told me, if I go to a church, I'm kicked out. She asked me why can't I just accept what the Watchtower says. I told her it's like if I was born Baptist, and Baptist told me why their religion was right, how to be, why other religions were wrong, never listen to them ever. And she honestly didn't know what to say. She just hightailed it back to reading that book. Why would I read a book that I know is from one perspective? She said I'll probably end up getting kicked out.
That's such a shame.
If I get kicked out, why the hell would I move in with Tim or Mum though? Tim would never take me. I'm tempted to just go with Diana, a friend who offered for me to stay with her. She has a nice family. I've known her since the 5th grade. Funny how they disfellowshipped me, and that's when I lost the truth. The only bad thing is that I don't have a phone, so I don't really have a good way to contact people.
That's gonna make things hard. You should definitely get a phone as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one as soon as I get my next check. I do have a small savings that I could use if I needed to. I got rid of my phone to prove that I had gotten rid of my old lifestyle. As a matter of fact, I left it with Charity, the person who studied with me. I said I'd get it back when I got reinstated, along with money I planned to use to go to Bethel, my Bethel jar. Do you think I should use the money from my savings and get the phone now? The only thing is, next Wednesday is the last real day of school, the last real day of good contact with them.
Yes, I think you should get a cheap phone right now and see if you can get yours back from Charity. And your money too.
I really don't want to ask for it back. I can't believe this is happening.
We went on to talk about the messages she sent to people after getting disfellowshipped. talked about how relationships she'd had since she was very little changed completely, or how these people had just disappeared, how she lost her entire social structure, and now she's losing what was left of it because she wanted to see what another church was like. The next day I got this message from her.
Hey Telltale, dropping in to update, I guess. So I'm for sure moving out. Diana talked to her family. They also gave me a phone so I could have good contact with them. I was planning that. Her uncle is an attorney, so if my folks go crazy, she says she's got me covered. Things are going really good. I think in life, if you can make others happy, you can be happy. Anyways, I'm heading to bed. Thank you for encouraging me to go through with all of this. Good night.
In my case, I wasn't so lucky to have a friend with a family who cared. I had to hide from my friend's family. There's a lot involved in hiding from family like that. Not to mention, this girl is 16 years old. She's a minor, and her family kicked her out anyways. Damn the law, damn natural affection, damn everything. They want her gone at any cost. At least it was my 18th birthday when it happened to me. Not legally a minor anymore, but I was too young to have to go through that, and she is too. I hate this with everything in me. I just want this kind of thing to end. I need this kind of horrific practice to end. That's all I've got for you guys. Follow me on Discord. You can tell me your story too. Thanks for watching, guys.